wondering why I'm polishing the paint inside of the vehicle, and the answer to that is it is finally time to start putting this thing back together. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Everything that we need painted in the meantime is painted. It's all flow coated. It's ready to be reassembled. This interior, we got to run the airbags, we're going to run the harnesses, we're going to start piecing this back together. First things first, polishing this, because when the plastics go back on, there's a little bit of purple that shows, so we want this to shine the best it can. Polishing that out, we're going to do the same on this side, and then we can, I think it's time to throw the airbags in, so I think we're probably going to start with that. I'm going to get back to polishing this side out, and then we'll start throwing pieces and harnesses and airbags in. Okay, roll bar is all good to go for, you know, anything that's going to screw up there and get covered. Next thing, we're going to start putting this harness back. I've seen in the comments how a lot of you were like, how on earth is everything going to go back together? Well, we did label everything on the way out, so on the way in, most of it should go back in where it should be. The key is going to be finding the parts we labeled and knowing that they go there again. So, other than that, let's just work our way back and start reassembling this thing. Okay, so yesterday finished up a couple things, washed this down. These things, these are great. I bought a pack of these a long time ago. They're just the detailing brushes you see like all over like YouTube and the people that detail and do all that cool stuff. I don't have the patience for that, but their tools are sweet. I'll put a link in the description. Cleaning in all these areas and stuff, I wanted it to be perfect, like OEM dirt-free, dust-free going back in and start fresh. So we hosed it down yesterday. There's these weird foam things like all over this, and they suck up water like crazy, and I didn't want to put it back on yesterday until it dried because it just drip, and when it drips down here, you saw when we had the fenders off of this thing, it just drips down the side and it makes a mess. So I was trying to keep all the water off it that I could. But we're gonna throw this back on now. The cowl goes over this, so this won't be seen. We're just gonna leave it black. There's a bunch of rubber seals and stuff that's actually kind of glued to it anyway, but this doesn't need painted, and throw it on now. Okay, we can't forget the windshield wiper squirters. It's like attached underneath here. We're gonna take this apart when we paint it, but it kind of goes right in the middle here, which is right in the middle of this. This will go right here after it's painted. For now, here's the wiper thing. It goes underneath this plastic, so before we get this all pushed down and secured in, this runs up here, right under that, and it'll come back here, clip on. When we put that cowl in, we'll be able to connect this, and that'll be good. Next thing, these hood things, they don't need to swing up this high anymore. We can put the stops back in, the 2 screws. We're going to do that. We only need to get them up this high to get the plastic out. Now that that's in, we can put those screws back in, and we're going to go through and put all of the plastic plugs in and get this thing secure.